What's good? It's your boy, TheWilOfDowns, man. Here, I am back with a video, man, and this is a hard video for me to make because I have been a college football fan for a very, 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 very long time. And I don't think that they did a bad job when it comes to any other game mode than this game mode. This game mode right here is actually one of the worst game modes I've ever fucking played in my entire existence. Like, it's just that bad. So I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm so proud of the college football community, or the EA, I guess the college football EA community, for doing what they did, which was stand up to the microtransactions in both single player offline modes, which is the Road to Glory and the Dynasty mode. And I don't know if I'm looking past it. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not looking past it. I'm not looking past it. So we take by the fun. I'm just gonna start off this. I don't want to make this a super long video. I want to make it as simple as I possibly can. And so basically what I want to explain here is, I'm not even gonna name, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm glad they took the microtransactions out of the game. The problem here is that this game mode has become so grindy at this point that it's basically unplayable for me, right? If it wasn't for them taking the microtransactions out, we would have literally had college football 2K. If anybody's in the 2K community, you understand what that is. Where you have to grind up your character, and in order to grind up your character, it takes absorbent amount of hours to actually get your character up to 99. And the incentive is they make the grind so minuscule to the point where it takes so much time that you eventually break or give in to buying VC to upgrade your character. They did a tad bit better job in the last game, because you can, if you run through the tutorial and all of that stuff a couple of times, you might be able to build out a character within a month or two, maybe. I want to say a month. But the problem here is, I've played through this game many a times. So I played through this game mode many a times, right? I'm just messing with the thing while I'm talking. But I've done this many a times, right? Let's not even do this. Let's not even do this. And I was playing with my quarterback. I don't even want to. This is it's so bad. I don't even want to play it, because I went to Jacksonville State. I broke the record, and I broke multiple records in my third game on All-American. Now, I wasn't playing on Heisman. I don't know if the AI is smart enough, because in the past games, the AI wasn't smart enough to actually keep me in the game to where, like, it comes down to a possession. That's what I like to have my games play out as. You have to be perfect to play on Heisman in order for the games to play out a certain way. Or maybe I'm just not that skilled. I don't give a fuck at this point. I broke like multiple records. I got cap breakers 2K, but I got a minuscule amount of experience. So literally, I leveled up one time and got 40 points. It's taking, for some of these stats, it takes more than 40 points to level them up. And especially after you get to a certain point, it definitely takes a lot of points. So they basically turned it into a grind fest. My question is this: who the does EA think they are? Like, these executives in these, at this point, I just want to blame everybody, because at this point, I would rather see the gaming industry crash than to keep this trend going. Who has this much time to do anything? The only people who have this much time to grind something out like this are people who have a career in this stuff, or they commit this game to being their only game they're playing. Who wants to do that? I literally have other games I want to play. You have made this into a thing where I have to constantly log in, play multiple games to get to 99. This has never been the point of this mode, ever. I literally can go back to 14. and be almost a 80 to 90 level character at the end of my freshman season if I'm doing good in the games and in my practices. In this game, you don't level up enough. You took the XP bar away from us to change how much AXP we're getting, and so now you turn this into a grind like 2K. Who has the time to do that? Who? I'm begging you. I want to know. The only reason it's there too is the psychology of it. Because if we wouldn't have took the microtransactions out, you would have been grinding, and then you would have been like, bruh, I'm done with this. Let me buy these college points, or whatever the fuck they call those points, and upgrade my character. They're not slick. And the problem here is, I think that EA doesn't give a I don't care what you say. Because they said in the statement, if I'm remembering right, when I was looking at all of these videos, they missed the mark. No, you didn't miss the mark. You're completely off target. Missing the mark means you were shooting in the right direction. You have turned around and shot. You have self-sabotaged. Basically, you turned around and shot yourself, because there is no possible way you thought that people wanted this in this game mode. And now you've made this into a grind fest. Why would I want to play this? Why would I want to spend years of my life or months of my life or hours of my life to play this to get my character to 99? Because what you did was you slowed the progression down, because you did it in Dynasty. I'm sorry to tell folks who believe that they didn't do this on purpose. They definitely did it on purpose to slow the progression down, so you wouldn't have a coach at a certain level, so you wouldn't have your my player or your career or your race for Heisman player at a certain level at a certain time. If you're succeeding at the game, if you're doing good in the game, you should be rewarded for it. What you did was you rewarded us for it, but in the most smallest minute amount of reward you could possibly give us in order to make us purchase something. And I do not trust EA going forward. This was a make or break year for them. The only reason I'm playing the game is because I'm game sharing with somebody else. One of my friends, I'm game sharing. I did not physically purchase the game. This is ridiculous. And I have people in my friend group, they knew who they are. I'm not going to say their name, but they believe this is okay. And I don't. This game will no longer be getting purchased by me, ever. If my friends purchase it because we're playing Dynasty, which, once again, I don't think they did a bad job with the gameplay this year. I do think they have a problem with what they were trying to do, which was introduce microtransactions by slowing down progression. But I don't think the gameplay is that bad. I've played through this. I played in quick play games. I played in Race for the Heisman or Campus Legend or Road to Glory, whichever one you want to call it, because I've been playing it for that long, since 2006. I don't think the gameplay is bad. I actually think they did a great job on the gameplay. But this is a problem. And if it shows up in 28, I'm not getting it either. And eventually people will start to wake up to this, because no one wants to play a game where it becomes a chore. These are supposed to be escapisms. These are supposed to be things you do in your leisure time, things you enjoy. You're making it a grind. No one wants to do that. 2K. This is the thing. I only have one of these games to commit my life to, and I don't even want to. And that's crazy to say. I don't even want to do that for 2K. I feel like as I get older, I'm waking up to the bullshit. But you know what? Y'all do what y'all want. I think that gameplay is really good. If I had to give this game a grade, it's like a 7. It's one of the better ones we've had in a long time. When it comes to gameplay, when it comes to some of the intricate systems they have in Dynasty, outside of the microtransaction stuff that was tied to the microtransaction stuff, like the progression of your coach and progression of player in race in Road to Glory, are some of the worst things I've ever seen. And like I said they missed the mark. So good luck with them next year when they try to do this again. But with that being said, guys, you might see some dynasty gameplay from me with the big group we have. We have a group dynasty. It's a bunch of players in there. You might see that from me on the channel, but you won't be seeing any Road to Glory from me anymore. If I do Road to Glory, it's gonna be with older games. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. And I would love to do it on this game, but I don't have that much time to commit to this game. I'm sorry. I've grown older. I've got a family. I got things to do. I would love to do it, but I can't. With that being said, I'm going. Sorry for the negative video. Sorry for getting loud. Headphone users, RIP, I apologize. But it is what it is. It has to be discussed. It's ridiculous. With that being said, guys, I'm gone. Remember to follow me here, subscribe, like the video. If you like the rant, I apologize for it, like I said. But I feel like it's valid. Go check out Zero Charge. Go check out Fat J Will TV. Go check out Black Savage XV, Midnight Animes, Midnight 92, Drizzy Redeemed, Fat J Will, Wilm the Great, King Peasy. Go check them all out, man. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.